Las funciones. Las comunicaciones. ¿Listo?
Hola, buenos días.
Sí,
voy a empezar la clase de matemáticas que teníamos programada para hoy. Iniciemos. I want to start this class, as always. In all the math classes, I start by doing exercises about mental calculation time that I call those kind of exercises. And the first one is ordering numbers. This is the activity that the students had in the PowerPoint presentation of the last week, right? So we have ordering numbers here, that is 634, 435, 243, 162, and 593. Students had to organize, yes, as the first number has to be the smallest one. So the first number is 162, then they have 243, 435, 593, and finally 694, right? This was the first exercise that students had last week as a mental calculation time. Okay. Let's continue with the activity about repeat additions. We have here repeat additions, right? So, and we have the exercise about the Encore book that we have page 35. And I want to show you this. That is a picture about that you have here. You see? That we have. Let me see.
¿Listo?
Okay. Now we have here that says find the number of shapes in each row. Complete the addition sentence to find the total. So remember that we have here the rows. The rows are the lines, horizontal lines. And then we have to count the number of rows. 1, 2, and 3. We have how many rows? 3 rows. And we have to count how many dots in this case are in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have 5 dots in each row or in each group, right? And then we have 3 rows of 5. That is, that we have to add. How many times do we have to add 5? 3 times, because we have 3 groups. 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals to 15, right? This is rows or groups. And then the second exercise, page 35. We are on page 35 of the book Encore, right? So the second exercise. We have here how many groups or how many rows can you see in the second exercise? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 groups of how many crosses here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 rows or 4 groups of 4 crosses here, right? We have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So how many times do we have to add 4? How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because we have 4 groups, right? And the answer is 16. That means that at all, there are 16 rows, right? Let's check the example of the book that we have here. We have here, find the total number of cats, right? As you could see, we have here 1, 2, and 3 groups of cats, right? That means we have 3 rows, horizontal lines. Inside of each group, we can see, or you can see, that there are 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So, again, I'm going to recap. How many groups can you see? 3 groups, excuse me. How many groups? 3 groups. 1, 2, 3. So, count how many rows, 3 rows or 3 groups, and remember that we have to take into account that are equal groups. Yes, because we have 4 cats in this group, 4 cats in this group, and 4 cats in this group. Yes, there are 3 groups, 3 equal groups, right? Because we have the same amount of cats. Okay, now we have, count how many rows, how many groups? 3 that you have to underline with your favorite color, remember? That is the number here, but anyway, with your favorite color, you have to underline, yes? And then we have, count how many in each row, yes? How many cats are in each group? How many cats are in each row, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. In each group, we have 4 cats. So we have, count how many in one row? 4 cats in one row, right? And write an addition sentence, right? Because we are practicing repeated addition. That is the beginning of the topic multiplication. But first, we can analyze this as a repeated addition, right? So write an addition sentence at the number of cats in each row, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 3 groups, and how many cats in each group? 4. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals to 12. Remember, kids, that anyway, you have to underline the number, in this case, as always. The first part of the book is about the introductory part, in which you have to read carefully and then underline the numbers according to the direction, right? So we have here the exercise of page 35, and let's check exercise on page 36, right? We have the page 36 here. Are you with me? If you want, you can take out your Encore maths book and then follow me, because I'm explaining how to do the homework, right? So, okay, now we are on page 36. We are on page 36. If you are lost, we are on page 36 of the Encore book. 35, and then I'm going to start explaining page 36, okay? Okay, now, exercise number 1. I'm going to explain you exercise number 1, exercise number 2, and then I'm going to show you more examples, okay? Anyway, you can watch the video later if you need more explanation, or if you want to repeat again the video, you can watch it, okay? So, find the number of shapes in each row. Remember, row, horizontal lines, right? Complete the addition sentence to find the total, because we want to find the total amount of objects in each group. In this case, we have here circles, right? Now, how many rows or how many groups can you see? So, horizontal line, you can count here. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 rows or 3 groups of how many circles are in each group. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can write here that we have 3 rows of 4 circles in this case. You see? 3 rows of 4, right? Now, as we have 1, 2, 3, we have 3 black lines. Why? Because we have 1, 2, 3 groups. So we have 3 black lines. So what do we have to write here? We have to write here the amount of circles in each group. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means that I have to write 4 plus 4 plus 4. Let's check and let's copy. 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay,
Sí.
you see?
Lisa,
And the
chicos,
answer
pues,
is,
conectémonos
the answer is,
juiciosos,
taran, 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 12, right? You see? 12, okay? Try to do this one. Now, in this exercise, we have triangles, right? And how many groups can you see? How many rows can you see? How many horizontal lines or groups can you see? 2 groups. We can, if it's easier for you, you can circle doing this one. Wait, like this. Yes, you have 2 groups, 1 and 2, right? If it's easier for you to draw a cloud or to draw a circle to get apart the 2 groups, right? So we have 2 rows off. Now we have to count how many triangles are in each group. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and let's check. Let's check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that we have the equal amount of objects in each group. That means that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles, right? Equal amount, yes, of triangles in each group. So 2 rows of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 2 groups of 5. Why we only have 2 black lines? Easy, because we only have 2 groups, okay? So I have 2 rows of 5. So what I have to write here, I have to write 5. Okay, so 5 plus 5, please copy 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5, yes, 5 plus 5 equals 2. 10, right? Okay, let me see. Let's check this one. We are going to check now exercise 3 and then exercise 4, right? And if you have any question, you can ask me. Let me see something. I'm gonna put this way, maybe. Like this. Okay. Now like this, right? Okay. Now better. Let's continue. Now here we have let's check. I'm gonna show you this one before continue. I don't know, it's not clear. No. Okay. That was the presentation that I sent you later. Okay. Let's check. Let's continue with the next one. Now we have here the next one, exercise number 3, that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many groups do we have? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? How many rows can you see here? How many rows? 4 rows that I have. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 rows. How many squares can you see here? How many squares? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Now we have 4 rows of 4. Right? Look, 4 rows of 4. Why do we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 lines? What do we have 4 lines? Because we have 4 groups, right? So I have here 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. Okay? What do you have to take into account? You have to take into account the number of groups. For example, let me see. How many groups can you see? How many groups can you see? 3 groups, right? We have here 3 groups. You see, we have 3 groups, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have, how many dots can you see in each group? 3, 3, 3. How many times do we have to repeat 3? 3 times, right? So we have 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. You see? 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. Anyway, you can check the PowerPoint presentation that I sent to you to get a better understanding. And finally, we have here, try to complete by yourself page 35, and then as soon as you finish this exercise, if you want, you can take a picture and then you can send me to my email, and then I'm going to write the feedback about this activity, okay? So that's all for today. Tomorrow we are going to continue checking this topic. I'm going to show you more exercises, right? So have a nice day. Bye.